What what did you want to accomplish with this first rethink for your tenure?
Right, so what I really want to do is take the biggest, most dynamic issues facing the industry and get them out and have a conversation, not a conference. And so there are really three things that I see converging right now in the advertising media research landscape. One is this incredibly dynamic media landscape change with the consumer in control and all these new touch points, which is creating all these data, the big data that everyone's talking about. And the second big dynamic is what I refer to as impatient bosses. So it's the C-suite. One is really asking us in the research, advertising, and insights industry to sort all this out and help understand how the consumer is consuming media, how to create great advertising, how to allocate resources, and how to make decisions in real time. And the third big dynamic is basically kind of a researcher's identity crisis, right? With all these new jobs and job titles coming out in terms of marketing analytics jobs and social media strategists, and there are a lot of new roles being evolved and a lot of budget allocations being shifted from what have been traditionally research roles to new roles that are more preeminent and lined up more to what's happening in this media landscape. So my goal at this conference is to help our members and any attendees at the conference rethink consumer engagement, rethink creative, not just counting, and rethink careers. And we've set up the conference 3 days with that theme for each day, and we have short, many more interactive events and opportunities to get bites of information and then be able to meet the people that created the leading edge research, and then be able to actually take back to your desk something that will help you change the world.
Gayle, how was this year different from previous years?
So in the past, what we've done, and Bob Baracci was just wonderful at curating content and amazing speakers, but what I think a lot of people don't know is that it starts with paper submissions. And there are hundreds of papers that have been submitted in the past, and maybe 10 of those would make it on the main stage. So the big difference this year is that we actually have architected our whole program to be able to bring 40 papers to the main stage from the 168 papers that were submitted. Because we want to honor all that great work that's at leading edge and bleeding edge research and insights. And also, it's a way for us to evangelize the leaders that created that great work by putting them on our stage. In order to do that, we're taking what might have been a 50-minute presentation and we're inviting our speakers on the main stage to speak for 10 minutes. So that's kind of a challenge, but it's actually what the C-suite is asking us to do. The CEOs and CMOs and CFOs usually don't give you 50 minutes to describe, what you want to do and what kind of decision needs to be made based on the insights that you have. So we're actually creating a stage where our leaders can practice those great communication skills, and I think that actually is going to be a game changer for the industry as we continue to have these conferences and platforms to get the biggest issues out.
Gayle, who should attend the Rethink?
So anybody that's involved in advertising, in insights, in analytics, anyone who wants to hear all the leading edge research and insights in these areas of big data, cross-platform, advertising creative, and most important, anyone that's working on architecting their career today and wants to develop relevant skills to be the voice of the consumer at the decision table, and to spend 3 days and basically hear $7.8 million worth of research and take something home that will help them make a difference when they get back to their desk.